Welcome everyone to Talladega Superspeedway for the third round of the Rocket Graphics and Media LDSC series. Like I said, we're at Talladega Superspeedway. It should be an interesting race. Daytona had very few cautions. Had an absolutely amazing finish with Garrett Hubbard taking the win on the final corner on the final lap. Can he sweep the Superspeedway races today? If he does, that is a $10 bonus. I am your host, Aaron Fontaine, and with me in the booth tonight is Kyle Nadeau. Kyle, we got Superspeedway racing, drafting track. What can we really expect here?
Chaos. Talladega or Daytona was, like you said, pretty calm. Usually if one is calm, the other can be chaotic. So I'm hoping maybe a little bit of chaos. Late racing is always fun with a little bit of unknown and danger. So I'm hoping for a really good show. I think that's what. Yeah.
I couldn't say it better myself. Talladega always has a tendency of putting on a good show, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of strategy, especially on the fuel strategy, up until there's an absolute mess in the final 5 laps.
This car definitely need a group of people to force a run, 2, maybe 3 cars, if it does get strung out, especially here. I found in previous runnings of Talladega, it likes to stall out and has that bubble effect that iRacing has recently put on these cars. So it gives strategy a little tougher. It's more of a track position. I think pit stops will definitely help, and jumbling of positions going into pit road. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this.
Hey, you're good. This is my second ever real broadcast, so you're not alone here. Right now, we're looking at Joey Kuba as he starts his first time lap. Well, it says that he started first. I believe that just means that he's the first to connect to the server. We'll just kind of ride on board here with him. Hugging that yellow line all the way down.
Yeah, interesting that he's running that on the first lap.
Yeah, normally you would try to pick up momentum, but not everyone runs that strategy. It ultimately depends on what all you're trying to do. First little bits of times here, as we see some live telemetry here from Kuba.
Kept it tight around the pod too. I've seen where in other qualifying attempts that people have actually drifted up to put their right sides on that top dashed line down the backstretch. It just kind of keeps the car from getting bogged down as you exit and scrubbing off a little bit of speed. So interesting to see where Joey will end up with keeping it pretty tight around the yellow line.
Hopefully he'll come around here to complete his second time lap. We'll see where he ends up. Doesn't really improve. Currently 5th fastest with a 54.810.
But slower by just under half a tenth, or just over half a tenth. Oh, didn't expect that. Oh, I just switched to Matthew Bird and sneaked in the backup car.
Oop, he disappeared. Dylan Davis currently right now sitting second. And I'm having some issues with my graphics here. Bear with us here. There we go. For some reason, it showed the 11th place car and the first place car in the same spot. It was kind of weird. Looking a little bit down the order here. Riley Frost in that ever iconic white number 10.
So smart. Storm into the front.
Currently sitting 12th.
I scrolled back through results, and up until the 45, everybody ran their fastest lap on the first lap. So right up until 8th.
That might have to do with the track temp right now, as well, here we go. Well, track temp 107. It might be a product of just putting too much heat in the tires immediately.
Oh, I've actually never seen that. See, you learn stuff. You learn new stuff every day.
That's the thing with Talladega. It can sometimes surprise you when you least expect it.
I've had my fair share of bad luck in this track.
So have I. I've also had some fairly good luck too, so it's very hit and miss. Here is Garrett Hubbard now coming out of pit road for his qualifying effort. He managed to take the inaugural win at Daytona a couple weeks ago. Now, if he were to win tonight, he would be able to pick up a $10 bonus. So we'll see how aggressive he wants to push his luck.
Orthodox, he's been running the outside line on his first lap, pulling up tires. Haven't really seen that at all tonight in qualifying. It's funny, so keeping his left side right on that dash line, keeping it away from the wall.
Yep, just trying to keep up with that momentum. Get as much as you can right before the qualifying effort.
Aero is so important. That's the one thing you have to take care of, is that right side. Any little bit of kick out, any little bit of damage, you have to scrub off speed. It is a very aero sensitive, speed sensitive track at Talladega.
Yeah, it sure can be. I think a lot of it depends on who's leading the line and how fast it can go.
$17, 55, 44, 9. Runs to the bottom, and this should be his fast lap. Interesting to see where everybody ran theirs on their first. This one will be faster. But this one will be faster than his first one.
Yes, it will be faster, but I noticed that he was clipping the apron there a little bit in 1 and 2. I don't know how much that's actually going to affect his overall lap time here. Right now, Matthew Bird on the at the top of the standings with a 54.739. Dylan Davis, P2 at a 54.753. About 200.
Here's something really interesting. He's running right on the apron, right down on the flat.
Yes, I'm not sure if that was allowed. I'm not sure if that's allowed in the rules.
Usually, in practice, it usually is. I know the Cup guys used to do that because you're not in a team position, right?
Well, each league is a little bit different, but
yeah.
There goes down.
Kyle Busch ran his qualifying lap all the way on the apron at Talladega.
Yeah. Gary Hubbard puts it up 9th. With a 54.812. Overall, pretty close at really any part of the standings. I don't see anybody on track right now.
10.5 separating the top 17.
That's always how it is at Talladega, though. A lot of it's just keep your foot on the floor and don't lift.
It's the small things
that it is.
It's very minute just like Garrett there, he may have touched the apron just a little bit. That could be half a tenth, and or maybe even 1,000. But 1,000 grows, and especially here, inches or miles.
Yeah, around here, it relies mostly on where your line is and your smoothness of input. A couple shout-outs I want to make here, though. Shannon Milliken is 4th. Chucky Baldwin 5th. Rodney Roberts 6th. All those guys are PRA staff. As well as Joey Kuba, who's sitting around 8th. I think that's all the PRA staff in here. You always manage to put up decent qualifying efforts.
Ready for this?
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
I'm ready. Oh, look at that. We've got one person up in the voice comments. We want to talk to more caution. Riley Frost.
And we are ready to go. Here is how they line up for tonight's race. Matthew Burr puts it on the pole. Dylan Davis is in 2nd. Cody Sanderson, a new person to the league, puts it up 3rd. Shannon Milliken 4th. Chucky Walden is 5th. Rodney Roberts in that, I think it's pretty good paint scheme. P4 or P6. Apologies. JD Biddle P7th. Joey Kuba P8. Garrett Hubbard, the Daytona winner, is P9. Damon Pacheco in P10. Jonathan Wiley is also a new guy, P11. Jonathan Clark, P12. Riley Frost, P13. Mirabella Viscali, P14. Robert Hensley puts it 15th. Caleb Weimer in 16th. Dylan Lawrence puts it 17th. And P18 is Chris Melton. Michael Hurley is 19th. Cody Johnson, who is our admin for this race, is 20th. He will not be racing. Peter Dillon will start from P21. Erica Orcaho is P22. And that's it. Looks like we're starting to get rolling. Let's roll.
Matthew Bird always having to be the first one off the line. He's got to beat the pace car. Shows how fast he is.
As always.
And we've already got contact in the back of the field. Somebody didn't have any gear, so it was no harm, no foul. But I did see a little bit of contact there.
A little bit of contact should be fine. Although I've said that before, and that can mess with your arrow if it's a hard enough contact.
At 32. Everybody behind the 4 started to roll. 4 hadn't. And they stopped. 32 desperate times to stop and back into the 28. I don't see any damage. I think it's just a love tab.
Hopefully it's just a 0 bets without damage, but sometimes you just don't know.
Did they get fast repairs in this one?
There is one fast repair. Let's take a look at the race rules here. Fixed setup, 4 tire sets, 1 fast repair. That is not 125 laps. I believe it is 80. Let me fix that real quick.
80.
And a fuel limit of 75%. That is roughly a 24 to 25 laps on fuel, depending on how much you want to save.
Wow, so we're gonna restop race.
Big things to note here. Garrett Hubbard starts in 9th. Can he be able to sweep the Superspeedways? Matthew Bird on the pole. Can he make it 2 in a row after winning at 5 flags? And of course, as always, avoid the big one. Well, we're gearing up and ready to go. Green flag is out. We're rolling at Talladega. Looks like everyone got away clean.
The outside line is not connected. Got groups of 3 at the front and a big gap. Followed by a group of 4 or more cars together on the inside line.
Everyone gathers it all up. A little bit of a gap on the outside line, but that doesn't stop Dylan Davis from pulling out to the front. I think he's almost clear of the 9. Doesn't quite get clear. Now he's way clear with help from the 17 of Milliken.
I think he's just waiting for the 17 to get clear there. Now they should have to.
And now they'll move down.
I think it's just going to be a game of getting back to the outside and cycling to the front. In recent races here, I've seen the bottom really doesn't prevail. It's mostly around the outside.
It all depends on where the cars want to go. Kind of already we see a couple packs forming. Got this lead group up here. And then a little bit farther back, there's this small...
Oh, and then we got a big rack on the...
we got a big one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy cow, a lot of cars involved. Let's go ahead and take a look at that.
Looks like 9 would have to pass 17.
17 moved up. I don't know. That's an odd one. See if we can't go back a little bit farther and see.
We got 17 and the 9 there, second and third.
9 went up, 17 I think tried to block them or went with them, and that just wasn't going to work. And then at that point, the track's blocked and you can only do so much with it. A whole lot of cars having to use their fast repair within the first 10 laps of the race.
That is not something you want to do, especially here.
Absolutely not. It's we'll have to see how that goes.
Honestly, it looks like a little bit of netcode action.
Yeah, I believe that the initial contact was netcode. After that, all hell kind of broke loose, and there wasn't really much anybody could do about it.
There were some big hits.
A lot of hits. Let's go ahead and try to get somebody else's perspective of that.
What do we have? 29.
29. Let's see if I can find it.
That camera is wild. It really shows you how fast things happen here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see.
Joey Kuba made it through with a little bit of contact.
I'm going to go back here to 29. Back it up a little bit. I apologize. I'm just not good at this right now. Yeah, it just... And at that point, there's just nothing you can do. Rough times for everyone involved.
Never want to have an early caution at the beginning of one of these races. You really don't want to be in the early caution in one of these races. It's having one fast repair when everything can just break loose at any given second.
And right now we will see the choose rule in effect. Just a quick reminder of the choose rule. Out of turn 4, they will choose inside or outside line. As they come to 1, 2, go. Dylan Davis will control the, well, I think they go on green here, but Dylan Davis on the point. Joey Kuba second, Cody Sanderson third, Garrett Hubbard fourth, Damon Pacheco fifth, Erica Orcaho sixth, Caleb Weimer seventh, JD Biddle eighth, Riley Frost ninth, and Dylan Lawrence in 10th. Apologies, that is Lawrence in 9th, Riley Frost 10th. Kind of got out of order and I was clicking through things.
Position matches the car number.
A little bit of look at the manufacturer disparity here. Whole lot of Chevys, a few Fords, and a few Toyotas. Chevy has always had a popular car amongst the NASCAR faithful.
The NASCAR faithful want to win.
Well, when half the field is Chevys typically win. Unless you're in the next gens and Toyotas. But
all right, now we're coming to the green. This is pretty much a reset. How would you play this? Would you want to get up to the front and just try to lead as much laps, or would you want to go sit in the back and wait for, more chaos to happen or the first pit stop?
Well, we come to the green. There's maybe 70 laps to go. I'm not looking to make my way to the front super quick. I would rather hang out in the back, save a little bit of fuel, and see if I can't make it to the front near the end. Maybe try to time my runs. Anyway, we are about ready to go. Green flag is out. We are underway again.
That outside line did not get going. Dylan Davis, big jump. He was going to drop into third, slot right down on the bottom, leaving Garrett Collins high and dry.
And now everyone kind of works their way into the line on the inside line as I think Riley Frost tried to force a move there. Just about spun himself, I think. Either that or it looked a lot closer than it was. Shannon Milliken on that outside line with help from the 52 of Chris Melton, along with the 73 of Chucky Walden. Trying to make something happen, but it's just the three of them, so it's going to be hard to build momentum off of that.
Gonna try to side draft here.
Here comes Orcaho onto the outside, trying to take some momentum from Milliken. Oh, a little bit of a bump, a little bit of a wiggle. Kept it straight.
And can't bump draft. You can bump draft in the corner, but you pretty much have to be on the bottom. Pushing around the middle is it's rewarding, but it's very sketchy. As you see now, the 17 and the 73 are...
And now they're 3 wide here. A little bit of ballsy to be running it this early in the race.
This is just going to drag back that last half of the pack. Cars are faster in a straight line around the bottom. Once you get them put 2, 3 wide, then it just starts to drag back. You see a little bit of separation in the pack compared to the front line.
Looks like Peter Dillon had an incident. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. I'm not sure if he had a wheel issue or what, but he just kind of parked it and towed.
I've had phantom wheel disconnects. That happens.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bit of a gap there on the bottom between the 49 and the 93, and that's given the 17 and the 73 a run around the outside. Shannon to lead this lap here.
Getting to the line, he will lead that lap. Picks up a bonus point. He will drop down. The 73 not quite clear.
Oh, he's going to go back up and grab the 73 and the 52.
Going to go up and pick up Walden. And now both lines have drafting help. Now they're clear. They'll drop down.
73 was a little too close to the 17 when he made that move.
Almost a misjudgment that caused another wreck, but hey, you know what? We got it. Here comes the 52 now on the outside line with help from the 10. Can he lead a lap? He indeed will pick up a point. Now can these three get clear? Be able to drop down in front of the 17. Picked up a massive head of steam there.
That's going to drop down. I bet he'll take the lead here.
Frost drops down, gets help from the 17.
Tag there in the back. See that purple car that was up front and involved in that first caution there? Matthew Bird sitting about 19th, second last car in this lead pack here. He's just saving his stuff right now. As we said, about 70 to go. You can win it on the last lap. You can't win it on the first one, especially when you don't have a car.
Yeah, I think a lot of it now is just trying to save some stuff, save some fuel. Hopefully, everyone kind of hope there is some chaos up in front.
They're getting pretty antsy up front here.
Everyone's just trying to lead a lap here to get some precious points for the standings.
He's running really wide. He's up near the wall. Double zero really wide. I've seen him do that a couple times, actually.
That is Robert Hensley.
It's like he'll get to the corner and all of a sudden the car will just walk up on him.
I think part of it is just not being used to running this car. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just making an assumption.
52 just did the same thing. I wonder if there's a gust of wind that goes across the track.
It's definitely possible.
10 looks like he's about to get dropped into the sucker hole there. Back up front. 49 shoving the 52. 10 went to the outside to pick up the 52 and the 49. Hopefully to bring them up back towards the front, drop down in front of the bottom. Is shoving the 52 into the 10. They're getting clear. So, and all three of them are going to drop right to the bottom.
Yes, I believe that was the 49 of Cody Sanderson. Newcomer to the league as of a few hours ago. Looking hard to get that lead, but Riley Frost goes down and blocks that run.
I think they're just going to start to settle in here and, get ready for pit stops in about 10 laps.
I would say so as well.
Okay, looks like everybody's starting to fight for the bottom.
At this point, kind of everyone's had their fun, time to kind of chillax and regroup, kind of set up for pit stops or anything else.
Pit stops can really break up the pack.
Indeed, they can. There's plenty of opportunity to gain spots. There's plenty of opportunity to lose spots. There's plenty of opportunity for penalties, if there is any. Right now, at 49, shoving a lot of the 10.
Interesting to see how high his water temp is, because he has not left the bumper at that. Usually this car, you can probably shove for about a lap and a half before it'll dead. .45 and the 95. Oh, and they did have the 96, but he dropped right back to the bottom.
Here comes the 45 again. Pacheco on the outside line. He's got a little bit of help. I don't know if it's nearly enough to get up to the front. But with a little aggressive side drafting, you can definitely try to get there.
And Riley's going to jump back up to the top. Drag them along.
Now, Tim saw that momentum. Decided to take it.
This is smart of Riley. He's controlling both lines. He'll run the outside, and then once the bottom.
Oh, he just went around!
That was broadcaster's curse.
Yellow flag is out. Caution is out. He was doing a good job, but I think he got a bump in the wrong spot. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. It's right off the corner, right where the car gets light, and just...
Oh, that was
pow!
a hard hit, right middle.
Big hit for the 10.
Riley, if you watch this back, I am so sorry. The broadcaster's jinx is real.
It truly is real. Luckily, he's able to get that car going and can make it around and take his fast repair.
Actually never had it happen the other way. Or I've caused it. Look at that. New experiences all night. Well, this will pretty much reset. This will bring drivers relatively close to their pit window and may make the later stage, but yeah, and after final pit stops, a little interesting whether people have to save a little more fuel or not.
Yeah, I fully expect people to pit here, because why would you not? A little bit low on fuel, but it's not... I don't think the track position is worth the 5 laps you're going to be out there. A lot of this is probably going to be either gas and go or 2 tires or something like that.
I don't even think you bother taking tires down Talladega. You have so little tire wear. It's just fuel. It's how good you can get in and out of your pods.
Well, I mean, if you have the time to take the tires, but it's not going to hurt anything. At least in my opinion. And here they all come.
Oh, look at that. We've got one staying out to get a point for a lap led.
That
or
is...
maybe a lap down. No, never mind. I am sorry. He is a lap down.
I was going to say, that looked like a lap car. Kuba will win the race off pit road. Guarantee you he took fuel only. And a mad scramble for the final positions there. A little bit of extra pit strategy currently puts Joey Kuba up into the top spot. A little bit early, but we'll take a look at our gainers here. 16 places for Chris Melton. Either he's done really well fighting his way through the field, or he underfueled his car. I don't know. Now he's been up front most of the first half of this race, so we'll see how he manages that outside line, assuming he takes it.
Justin and me hanging out in the chat. Welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying the race tonight. Thank you to everybody else watching tonight.
Got people in chat? Cool. All right, we got 9 people watching. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This race has had no shortage of its yellows, as Kuba will come down pit road again, be able to top off.
Every lap counts.
That will hand the lead to Chris Melton. As they take their choose lines. Now, a lot of the early leaders here, guys like Dylan Davis, Chucky Walden was up there, even like a little bit farther down. Riley Frost is back out on track, taking his fast repair.
I would not be surprised if everybody leads a lap. Oh, the 95 just dropped down to say hi to the 45. But sorry, that was.
Nah, he's fine. Hopefully.
The sun went away. Just got cloudy all of a sudden.
Yeah, that might cool up the track a little bit.
Down to 102.
Track temp down to 102. Overall doesn't look too bad. Air temp 83, tracked up 102. Wind out of the north-northwest at 7 miles per hour. I forget the orientation of Talladega. That might be a crosswind in the corners. I'm not entirely sure.
That is across turn 4 and turn 2.
Thank you.
Comes off of 4 and goes across the back stretch and into turn 2. So basically what that would do is, as you're coming off of turn 4, it's going to push that front end more left towards the bottom and will possibly make that right rear just a little bit loose and could spin you out. Opposite effect off.
All right, we are back to green flag racing. 45 all over the 52, trying to get him going. As is the 95 all over the 49.
Look who's back up front, the number 9 of Matthew Bird.
Slowly making his way up to the front. Currently sitting 4th in line on the inside. currently as it stands 7th, but as we all know, positions change pretty quick around here. Cody Sanderson to the point. He will lead this lap with plenty of help from the 95 of Garrett Hubbard. Trying to get that $10 bonus for winning both Super Speedway races. Aggressive side drafting there. That's almost asking for trouble sometimes.
I'm done with this, and there's a big pack. Well, there's about a pack of 5 cars that have kind of fallen off the speed pack after here. Just had enough of this, and just gonna sit in the back and wait for more calamity. Oh, they were 3 wide.
We're 3 wide for second. I'm not sure if that was a legal pass as he went down below the other line.
That definitely
still
was
3
not.
wide for second. And now here comes Hubbard to the lead.
'45's got a problem or something. Like, his steering wheel must be loose or something, because over the last few laps,
we got trouble.
49.
49 is around. Caution is out. Did he keep it off the wall? I'm not entirely sure. Go ahead and take a look at that from the blimp. Try to come down, just wasn't there, or just was not clear. Ooh, hit the wall pretty good too.
Riley's.
Yes, they will catch the pace car here. Gary trying to make sure that nobody runs them over. I've seen that happen plenty of times. I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah, I just went back to watch that when they were 3 wide for the lead, and yeah, the 45, he just kind of dropped to the bottom and let off and let everybody back by.
Well, hey, you know what? At least he tried to get back those positions, but yeah, that's just something he can't really do. It's just kind of asking for trouble.
Looks like he had a run, and he just didn't want to give it up. You know, with that big of a run, I understand not driving through the guy in front of you and causing big wrecks. Kind of goes to the bottom. Let the run fizzle out and gave the spots back.
Yeah, I agree. A little bit of a quick race recap here. Currently on lap 23 of 80, about to complete lap 23. Garrett Hubbard, your leader, 3 cautions for 7 laps, soon to be 8. With 6 lead changes, green flag lead changes. A little bit under caution here. We'll take a look at the point standings, the top 10. Matthew Bird overtook the lead after winning last week. Currently 7 up over Garrett Hubbard. Mirabella Viscali, 2 points behind Hubbard, sitting 3rd. Riley Frost 4th, Shannon Milliken 5th. Riley Frost is 1 point behind Viscali. Milliken 7 points behind Frost. Erica Okaho, only 20 points behind the leader after 3 races. It's a really close points battle right now.
All right, let's get some green flag run, boys.
I agree. That makes it more fun. As we get to the choose rule here in turn 3. Harper takes the inside, Milliken to the outside, Davis to the inside, Weimer to the outside. A little bit of interesting strategy here. I think Walden was behind Weimer, took the outside line with Weimer. A little bit farther back, got Robert Hensley sitting up there in 5th. Third car on the inside line. Garrett Hubbard up 8 spots from where he started in 9th. Overall, pretty quiet fight up to the front.
Garrett's sneaky. He'll just be driving, all of a sudden you look beside him and he's right there. It's like, where did he come from?
One thing I'll note though, I do really like that paint scheme on that 95. It looks really good.
Yeah, that Sunoco is just always pops. That yellow and blue and red.
There are a couple of really good paint schemes in here. Dylan Davis, I think, has a pretty good one in that 22 car. Shannon Milliken has a pretty unique one there with the World War II fighter plane kind of style. A little bit farther down the pack, Chucky Walden in the Crown Royal Peach paint. JD Biddle, haven't really talked much about him so far, currently sitting 10th in the University of Kentucky Healthcare 96. All right, pace car will pull off. We're going to get ready to go back green flag racing. Green flag's out. We are back underway.
Big separation on the front the inside line.
Yeah, that was a big gap on the inside line. I think Hensley just got a really bad jump on the restart.
This will assist the outside line in taking at least 3 or 4 spots. Double those coming back on 22 there.
Got the back up, a little bit of shuffling in the back.
Up to the outside.
17 will take off to the point, gets clear of the 95. Will he drop down or will he stay with the 56? Looks like he'll just stay with the 56 for now.
This is when you want to start making for it. Still early in the race. Top 4, soon to be top 5, are almost clear. Eric's coming back on the bottom now. Outside line is really strong right now, especially on the restarts.
A little bit of look back at the 56 from the point of view of Shannon Milliken.
The biggest thing is the outside line was staying in a straighter line in the bottom. There's a lot of weaving back and forth later on in the pack. That's where all the momentum comes from.
And now that inside line does have momentum. Got the 45 to the lead, leading that inside line. The 96 of J.D. Biddle. Second on the inside line with Hubbard behind him. Dylan Davis on fourth car on line. Got plenty of momentum coming off 2. Just going to be a drag race all the way down the back going into turn 3.
Oh, they scattered in the back.
Scared a little bit in the back, maybe a little bit of checkup. We got 4-3 wide for, I believe that's 4th. Things might have gotten a little bit awkward there. The 56, I think, is just going to get shuffled out of the field.
The drop to the inside, dropped down the lane lower, and he wasn't expecting it. 95 is hanging tough here. Got a little bit of momentum and a little bit more confidence from the win at Daytona.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a win would boost anybody's confidence going into a plate race.
Charge here around the back, around the outside, down the back stretch. Outside line is really tucked together. The 17, 52, 10, and 7. Down 56 is joined.
Quite a bit of hard pushing from both lines right now.
Remember when we had that big wreck on lap 2?
Don't say it, man. Don't say
These
it.
guys don't remember.
Come on,
These
man.
guys don't remember it.
Don't say it. Milliken goes right back to the point. 52 behind him. Riley Frost will drop down to the inside line. See if he can't take some momentum from the 45 and push his way back up to the front.
49 just drop down to the inside and fill the gap on the bottom. And one less car on the outside.
I'm sure if we went to the gearbox cam, it'd be nothing but the nose of the 45. Well, we will take a look from the rear roof. Well, maybe not. Shannon Milliken continues to lead the outside line. Definitely feels comfortable up there with the help from the 52 of Chris Melton. One thing I've noticed is that around here on the outside line has typically has more speed when everyone's all grouped together over the inside line. Just because it can carry all the momentum from the high side all the way down the backstretch.
It's that hill off of the banking. It's such a sharp decline that it just kind of helps the momentum. And there's a certain point between the car and the wall where it actually acts as a wind tunnel, and it almost gives you like extra draft, and you will just clear 2-3 cars in a bound. It's the weirdest thing I've figured out with running these tracks so often. If you can time it right, especially the tighter you are to a car and the wall, the better the run.
Looking like everyone's kind of settled out, even though we're running 2 lines. There's no like hard jostling for position right now.
Here on the radio, drivers getting really tight up underneath the car in front and running the risk of blowing their motors. So it's a little bit wiggly.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it seems right now. A lot of these guys are just saving a little bit of fuel. Hopefully just to save a little bit of time on the either next pit stop or on the final pit stop, or both. I'll tell you right now, though, Shannon Milliken is not lifting, because why would he at this point?
Burning a lot more gas than the drivers behind. About every 2 or 3 cars, you can add maybe about a third of a lap of fuel savings. 45 shoving the 10. And 45 just blew up. There we go.
Oh, no.
That's 2 for me tonight.
Yeah, you can just hear it just dying as he comes to pit road. Can't really do much with that.
Is when it grenaded.
Yeah, hate to see it.
That's the risk you run at these tracks. You know that it's the second light in on the dashboard there on the bottom. And when it starts flashing, you got about 15 seconds before it'll let go.
Now that broke up the inside line. Now the front four have a little bit of a gap to everyone else. Kind of see it about 3-4 car lengths. It won't be like that for long, but did kind of break up the field a little bit.
Find their spot in line. Matthew Bird's still chilling out in the back.
I fully expect him to be somewhere near the front at the end of this race.
You can see how the outside line is almost relatively a straight line, and when the cars come off of turn 2, you can see where it's kind of pushing the wind that's going across pretty much up the bank is kind of affecting the cars, and you see them have to take a really wide exit and back to the bottom, almost in this snake pattern, and that kind of kills the momentum off the corner. And
a little bit of
one in the grass.
A little bit of bump in the grass. Looks like he got back going. That is Robert Hensley.
Now spinning out, and he's safe.
He's safe. He's going to have a black, though.
He has damage. What was that from?
I don't know if that was damage. I think something might have happened with his wheel. Because that wheel was cocked all the way right. Or all the way left, excuse me. I'm not sure what happened there. Had a car on the wall there for a second. A little bit of 3-wide action back here. Why? You know what? Why not? This is Talladega. We can do that around here. Joey Kuba trying to lead that third line to glory. Not a whole lot of people went with him though.
So going back and watching it, looks like he checked up and he got a bump. Then when he got back onto the track, that was weird. Yeah, it's like his wheel disconnected or something. Could have been just the jostling of both here to knock the power plug out.
Yeah, I mean, hey, anything could happen here. Now we got the inside line picking up some momentum.
Just about halfway, folks. That's when the race starts.
Indeed, it does. Well, while we have the time, let's go ahead and rev it up. Thanks to Rev Limit Workshop, they do some well done paint schemes. Oh, we got a caution. Got a wreck. Big wreck.
96 was upside down.
The one time I want to go, you know, it's fine.
I'll throw a wrench into pit stops.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I mean, trying to force a 3 wide there and just couldn't quite hold the line, it looked like. One of them couldn't, anyway. See if we can't find anything. Not quite what I was looking for.
So two cars made contact in the center, turned one down to the bottom, and then
Yeah,
just...
that looked like Biddle got into someone. Let's back it up a little bit. Yeah, it looked like Biddle tried to make the inside line work, or the middle line. Oh, that wasn't Biddle. That was the... It was Biddle. Wow. Don't mind me. I know what I'm doing, I think. Yeah, it looked like he had momentum, try to make it 3 wide, and 56 just kind of came down on him.
Saw an open door, and then the door closed as he got there.
One time I want to make a segment work, and we just cause a massive wreck. Love commentators' curses. Going back live here as we take green flag, so we take yellow flag pit stops again.
I apologize to all the drivers we have affected tonight.
It's all our fault. Blame us. It's fine. Take a look at the race off pit road here. Chris Melton will win the race off pit road by a huge margin. Dylan Davis, Garrick Hubbard, Shannon Milliken, Chucky Walden. The top 5. Cody Sanderson, Riley Frost, Jonathan Wiley, Jonathan Clark, and Rodney Roberts in 10th.
Now, it'd be interesting to see if who all was saving fuel. Coasting it, running it in 4th, getting off pit road, not running full throttle. But the gains start when the jack drops.
Yeah, we'll have to see here.
Listening to the 49, he's slow to get to the field. It sounds like he's running it in 4th.
Well, at this point, it's going to be a stretch to make it on a couple stops. Well, on 2 stops you can make it. On 1 stop, it's going to be probably fine. Now that I think about it.
Smart play here would, if you're getting 24, 25 laps, running green, smart play would probably be run it dry. You could maybe, if you have a big group of you could maybe pit it at lap 20 or halfway through this run, which would be lap 60, and you can take it to the end. You can take maybe an extra lap of fuel to be safe and still jump the drivers that still have to pit.
One thing to note, there is 1 green-white checker, so you want to kind of stretch that out as far as you can and try to take enough fuel for that green-white checker should it come to that, I would say. Bit of a gamble, sure, maybe. But sometimes that's just what you got to do to try to be at the front to win this thing.
This is true. This is Talladega.
Bold strategy can win races sometimes. You can also lose races, but that's a different thing entirely. All right, we are doubled up. Lights are off on the pace car.
Anyone coming back out if you're probably just topping up?
Couple guys, I'm sure. Couple guys out of the race. Damon Pacheco. JD Biddle, I believe. and
Right.
Robert Hensley.
Halfway, you know what you have, you know where your friends are. This is where you start to make your march towards the front.
Well, hopefully you've made enough friends to make it worth your while.
I look for the 73 to shove the 17 and not leave their bumper until coming off of turn 4. Just the way the pairing is lined up, it seems that Shannon has a better car to pull, and the 73 has a better car to push. Could be that Ford front that's flat. Come up into the trial here, get green with 39 laps to go.
Yep, it's all about who you can trust to be on your bumper near the end of this thing. We're back green. As the outside line just was not organized at all.
Getting bad starts all night. Must be a sight thing. Ten didn't jump up to grab the lead back, just decided to push the 52. Here you can see them actually starting to separate from the 78 there, almost reminiscent of the two-car tango from days gone by.
It would be difficult to run a two-car tandem in these cars unless pretty much the entire field behind them wrecks. Which, hey, is always a possibility, but I'd rather not think about that right now. And there goes Riley up to the top, waiting for the high line to get momentum.
Look to the outside of the 22. Bring 17-ish Shannon Miller with them. Oh, the 73's got a bit of damage there on his left rear.
Might be hurting him a little bit aerodynamically, but as long as he can keep the wheels straight, I think he'll be fine. I mean, I wouldn't want to waste a fast repair for that, so.
Well, with the amount of cautions we've had, he may not have one. Oh, hey, almost lost one there. That could have been a big wreck. Scattered the field and 3 wide.
A little bit of 3 wide back here.
22 is going to drop to down below the 10. 72 is going to try to fill the gap and get a big run. 17 thought about it, but yeah, closing rate was too great.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit too late to really do anything with that. Riley Frost will go down, pick up the 22 again.
Drop the other.
Frost does know how to control lines as long as he manages to get the correct push when he needs it.
52 must have been moving before he heard cleared because that was close event. He didn't lose any momentum and he's shoving the 17. Daytona winner Garrick sitting out front on the outside. 2 Canadians leading both lines.
Totally not biased.
Not at all.
Looking all the way down at the 22 on the inside line. As Riley Frost comes up, trying to take the push from Garrick.
2's in no man's land, but 10 and 95 are going to move up there to drag him around. 72's going to drop or drive up.
72 jumps to the outside line, yep. There we are, 3 wide here. Getting a little bit squirrely.
Give it a second here, they may make it 4 wide.
Anything is possible here, that middle lane. getting all the momentum. Something we haven't talked about really at all today. Mirabel takes over the lead. Getting some help from the 17 and the 73. 73 drops down low, trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. Didn't quite get there. Here comes the 10 on the outside, trying to look for the lead again.
17 squeezes 73 right to the yellow line. 95 shoving the 10 around the outside there. Inside line not really formed up. There's that momentum dragging the 21 with them. They should probably drop to the bottom here, I would think, going into 1. Or into 3, I guess.
Meanwhile, that outside line is just zooming. Bit of a 4-car breakaway, but... Oh, the 95 blew up!
Not watching that water temp.
Good move for him to manage to make it all the way down to the bottom of the track to avoid causing a crash there.
Once that light starts flashing, your water tank, you gotta let it breathe. If it starts flashing at about 260 and about 270, 280, it'll let go. It does not take long.
Unfortunately, Hubbard, I do not think will be able to try to win this or sweep the Superspeedway races for that $10 bonus. Just kind of hate to see it.
Used up his fast repair in one of the few wrecks there.
Yeah, take your pick on which wreck that was, honestly.
52 decided to jump out, but 17 said, a little bit of contact
there. Here comes the 29 on the outside. He might have help. He's got help from the 93. Unfortunately, that's all the help he has, so just kind of stuck 3 wide here for about 10th. 17 to 73, try to go all the way up.
3 wide.
10 blocks. Now with the limit on the inside, got the 52 with the 49 behind him.
These guys, they're all 17 with a...
17 trying to shuffle off the 10 now. He's got an opportunity, and he does. Unfortunately, that broke everyone's momentum.
I think Riley's probably had enough. You know what? I'm just going to drop back here with Matthew, and we'll just wait for the carnage to happen.
I think his goal was trying to secure the most laps that. I'm not sure if he actually did that. But now that's kind of gotten a little bit hairy. Oh, we got trouble. 22 is around, 17 is around, 29 is involved, 93 is involved. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened there. Just bad timing and a bad bump. Big hit from the 29. I think the 9 got a piece of that too.
He got just a little bit from 29. 29 was all 4 wheels off the ground.
Let's go ahead and take a look from Matthew Bird's perspective here. And it just looked like it was not quite lined up. Try to get all the way down. He did get a piece of it. Managed to keep it off the wall. Take a look at it from Rodney's perspective here. Saw it happen, try to go down, just... Oh man, just nowhere to go. That is my Aculis Racing teammate from the Nostalgia series, so I'm a little biased there, but he just kind of got stuck with nowhere to go.
Amazing he was able to go straight.
Now the question is, do you pit from here and try to make it?
I would say yes. So it looks like everybody is.
Well, that kind of answers my question now, doesn't it? Once again, Milton is first one out, taking fuel only, most likely. Sanderson second, Clark third, Walden fourth, Orcaho sixth, Hurley sixth, Wiley seventh, Raleigh Frost eighth, Kuba ninth, and Davis in 10th. I imagine he got a fast repair for that. Luckily.
Running out of fast repairs.
A little bit of a race recap here. Lap 52 of 80. 5 cautions for 14 laps, 17 green flag lead changes. It's been quite the race so far.
It has been. It's been very exciting, very, very engaging race. I really have no idea who's going to win. Nobody's kind of set out to dominate the race. It's all just been kind of, you take the lead, you take the lead. There's really just no clear favorite right now, which is good. That's what you want in stock car racing.
Right now, the ones that stand out to me are probably the 52 of Melton, the 10 of Frost, the 17 of Milliken, while Milliken is kind of far down the field right now. Actually, where is he? There he is. Got some damage from that crash. But also the 73 of Walden has been running pretty solidly in the top 10 all race. Plenty of opportunity for really anything to happen here. While we got the 10, we'll take a look at where the top 5 in the championship are running. Bird P13, he is still on the lead lap. Harbor P16, unfortunately, has a blown engine. Viscali P11 has a decent shot to try to win this. Frost P5, he's been up front all day. And Milliken P11. Most of these guys are still on the lead lap. There's plenty of opportunity to try to make up a lot of points on your opponent.
It would not have been a good idea to top off here. It is going to be very, very close. But I think if we get another caution, everybody's coming in, and that's it. Nobody else is coming in the rest of the race.
Well, I think it's time to find out who has the chops to stretch it all the way to the end. Pace car is off. We are about ready to go once again for the 5th restart of the race.
The 29 is not going to catch up in time.
Green flag is out. The 73 got a massive jump. Does he have enough to clear the 52? No, he just did not get any help. Here comes the 21 of Orcaho with the 10 of Frost. Orcaho tries to move the outside.
73's trying to squeeze up there. Not going to happen. You can't squeeze up there when there's a car out there.
Interesting decision to move to the outside there instead of trying to push the 73. And that just broke up the entire outside line. Meanwhile, the inside line is just pretty well lined up. 52, 49, 78, 32, 4 is the top 5.
22 with a big event coming off for them. Going to break up that bottom pack.
And now we got some separation, and we're just kind of in 2 separate lines here. Got round about the top 7 from Melton to Frost.
The 10 had to jump out. Might have been getting too hot there. As long as he doesn't lose the draft.
He shouldn't. That is a lap car ahead of him.
Top 6 single file around the bottom. The back half of the field is starting to get the draft from Riley, so should be 1 single freight train around the bottom here in a few laps. It's just where you sit and wait, just like off laps, wait for that. You're hearing 10 to go, 5 to go. Hopefully, you want to be moving towards the front within the last 5 laps. You don't want to be losing any positions.
Yes, indeed. Looks like there's some momentum on the top lane. Riley Frost goes up and tries to take the momentum. Not quite the momentum he was expecting, I would assume. Now they're gaining some momentum. The outside line is forming back up again.
Change out front, 49, is tucked up right underneath the 52, just pushing them along.
73 is trying to do the same to the 10. Oops, my bad.
A big wiggle with the 3.
Kept her going straight. 24 laps to go. Roundabout now is what I kind of assumed it would be your pit window, but you can always stretch it out a couple laps more. But can you stretch it from 28 laps? I'm not entirely sure.
Open on the bank on the caution.
Riley Frost manages to make it to the point. Got 2 solid lines formed up now. 73 is coming. And he'll take it. Along with Milliken and the 56 of Caleb Weimer.
With the run there on the bottom. Bottom just hasn't prevailed at all tonight. It's always just been in the outside lane. That's where you get the lead.
It's always kind of where the line tries is most formed, I think. They've been pretty even from what I can tell for the most part tonight. As we can see, the inside line continuously trying to move up, trying to pull even with the outside line. As a 56 kind of has a little bit of a moment there. Going into turn 3. Has to back up, takes a lot of momentum on the outside line.
But there, it's just on the outside.
Oh, we got a crash! Oh, big crash! Oh my goodness gracious!
Riley! Oh, wow.
And he is currently sliding on his... Is that his passenger side door? Driver's side door?
He just got hit by the pace car, too.
He just got destroyed by the pace car? He's just gonna hang it on his side. You know, as you do. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened. Well, that's not going to tell me anything.
That tells you that he was involved in a wreck.
That indeed does. Let's go back a little bit further. It's like the 73 tried to side draft and just absolutely murdered him. Kuba got away with a little bit of net code there.
The sheer tank that has been Joey Kuba tonight. He has been hit by 4 or 5 cars and does not have a single scratch on that car.
Sometimes, I mean, netcode giveth, netcode taketh away.
That's true. Sometimes the iRacing gods just are in your favor. You should see that from his car. That was a wild wreck. Yeah, and that was the end of his fast repair. So,
I mean, what else can I call it? But just it looked like straight up murder.
Yeah, I mean, that was. Oh wow! Yeah, that was a wild wreck. From
I'm very surprised not a whole lot of other people got caught up in that. Just with how violent he popped off that wall.
Yeah, usually when there's a car up in the air, it's about 4 or 5.
Now at this point, fuel problems are no more, and everybody can make it here on fuel.
Now, one problem that we do have is probably everybody's out of the fast repairs by now.
Yes. We'll have to see how that shakes out. Milton's pit crew has been stellar on pit road tonight. Basically winning every single race off pit road, putting him in probably the best chance of winning. Or putting him in the best possible spot, anyway. $15 laps led on the day. Not too shabby. I believe that might be the most laps led so far in this race. Unless Rally Frost has more. He's got 11. Davis has 9. What about Milliken? 12. That, I believe, is the most laps led so far. So good on him, and his amazing pit crew have just been stellar all night. Although I think it's more that he hasn't taken tires at once in this race, but that's neither here nor there. Alright, coming to the choose rule now. A lot of people sitting on the inside, which doesn't make any sense. Some guys, just Mirabella, I think, just topping off here. Alright, lights are off on the pace car. We will go green next time. Dylan Davis just kind of hanging out here, currently second. Started from second, so he's just sitting even right now, sitting pretty. So this restart is Melton, Davis, Sanderson, Kuba, Klar, Wiley, Orcaho, Roberts, Hurley, and Bird at the top 10.
We're just looking at this. It's just waiting. Field is slowly dropping.
Just trying to thin out their herd so that way he can try to make his move.
O'Reilly.
All right, pace car is off. We will take the green with, I think, about 20 to go.
All right, that's right.
Green flag is out. We are underway again. 19 laps to go.
When you have 18 to go, it's right to the front. This is just begun now.
Once again, that outside line just kind of refuses to form on the start. They do eventually get momentum, but it takes a hot minute. There goes the 4 of Wiley up to the outside. Trying to see if he can if he can make some moves.
It's a blinker in the middle of the track, and it's the 93.
That is the 93 of Joey Kuba. Little treacherous. That might continue to break up that outside line a little bit if you just don't know where the car is.
93 was yoinked to the shadow realm by the race control.
I got sent to the pits. Dang it. He was doing so well, too.
Just dropping back. Just waiting. It's too early for him. I think with 6 to go, he's at the front.
Got the outside line mostly formed up now, trying to see if they can break the momentum of the inside line, try to get a run off to push for the lead.
Started 21 cars. We have 12 of the running now.
Now the outside line pulls even with the inside line. 3 cars on top. About 5 cars down low. And now the 4 will pull down in front of the 52.
I've talked about 4 all night. With the big shove down the backstretch into 3. Being aided by the 49 and 78 behind now.
Got 3 cars clear on the inside line. Just about 4 now. 4 cars clear on the inside line. They are going to continue to lead.
Davis trying to get a line started on the outside there. Once this inside line gets broken up, then you'll see the surge. Yeah, the surge is starting from the outside line.
It's all about trying to build momentum right now. About 5 cars on the outside line. They're all kind of disjointed at this point. And now there's only 3 cars on the outside line. Now 4 as the 73 moves back up. Now the 21 will move up, and she's got help from the 17 and the 22 and the 56, all kind of moving around a little bit too much, though. Just trying to get some momentum going. Got the 72 coming up to work with the 21.
Cuba has left the racetrack. Unfortunate day for him. His car was a tank, but his internet was not.
Guy, I hate it. I hate it for Kuba. He either gets caught up in somebody else's stuff, or his internet just decides to quit on him. It's either or, and you just... I hate it for him. I really do.
He's having a great run.
I will say, though, within PRA, there is a Coob clause for a reason. And it's just the one who just kind of gets, who has the worst luck all season with everything. So,
change up front here. The 4 still leads 2 and the 49. 78 and 73 are side by side.
Yeah, Walden trying to break the momentum, trying to push his way all the way to the front. Here goes the 49 up to try to take the push from the 73.
Look at the gap the 9 has between. He will not get close to any car. He's just waiting for these last 10 laps.
I mean, hey, I don't blame him when your closest competition is out for engine failure. Just take the points.
Yep.
Coming to the line, 12 laps to go. Now a massive shove by the 73 to the 49. How's it going to result right now? Not really much, as the 49 goes back down low.
23 and 17 on the outside. Oh, 17 just said nope, no thank you, and got the 73. Now the 3 wide in the back. That's going to break up the momentum of this match.
Yeah, 3 wide, 3 by 3 for whatever position that is. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you.
It's just outside the top 10.
Just outside the top 10. Got it. Well, for about 10th, yeah.
Top 6, and then one is just everywhere.
Once again, trying to get that high line going, but with the damaged car up front, I'm not sure if it's going to really amount to much.
Definitely need a fresh, clean car up front here. Looks like Shane's got some damage on the front, and Jackie's got some damage on the rear, so that really doesn't help either or. The 56, I did notice, had some damage. The front, the nose was kind of pushed in, but I think they must have gotten that.
So just the entire top line is just kind of,
That's just the demo derby line.
Yeah, basically. Meanwhile, up front, Jonathan Wiley continues to lead. Coming down to the stripe, about 10. It will be 10 laps to go.
22 forced the 72 to drop below the line to avoid a wreck.
Oh, we gotta cut around.
I'm just gonna stop talking about drivers. That's 3 tonight. No caution. Wow.
Well, looks like everyone got it all gathered up. So,
you know who did that? Did take from the front, the 9. That's the risk you run. Running at the back, trying to save your stuff. That could happen and kill your momentum, and the fronts just get away.
Oh yeah.
It looked like the 3 wide that closed up really fast, and the 9 had to jump on the brakes.
A lot of real aggressive side drafting from the 17, trying to break the momentum of the inside line. It's just not going to be quite enough, I don't think. At least not right now. 9 laps to go. Just got to get lined up and get the purple momentum off the corner.
Feel it, Aaron. those drivers just heard 10 to go.
Well, when we come to the line, it'll be 8 to go.
Back up front to the outside there, side draft from 32. Oh, a little bit of movement coming off of 2 there. Everybody's safe.
Got a little bit of high off of 2. Now it's 3 wide for reasons.
70 is right up underneath the 52 and kind of grabbed them coming off the corner, got the car sideways.
73 tries to go high, or goes high. Works the side draft, trying to break the momentum of the inside line. And he's just got no help. Aside from the 21.
Oh, little door bang in there in the tri-oval.
A little bit of contact, no good. It's all good. Ooh, we got a little bit of half spinner back there. Not quite that far back.
I think we might have a full spinner here. Oh. Well, good. I saw a car going possibly sideways, and then my camera switched. Tell you what, this pack is thinning out.
Yeah, a lot of momentum has been broken. That was a really risky move from the 21 of Erica Orcaho. Tried to fit a really tight gap there, but manages to make it work. And is now challenging for second and possibly the lead with 6 laps to go.
Didn't sniff the lead all night. Here we go, with 6 to go, running right near the front. Just about saving your car and saving your stuff, but there is no help on the outside.
And now the outside line is just down to 2 cars and just nothing going on.
I think they realize, look, there's still a lot of racing left. We're getting a little antsy. Let's just settle in for a few more laps and then go for broke. Say that as the 22 tries to start the march back towards the front. Just trying to break that bubble.
Yeah, it's all about just trying to work with somebody, and 5 laps to go now. Who's going to pop out and try to make that move first? Anybody can try a move from the outside on, right near the back of this pack, but, you look at the 52, the 78, the 49, the 32, who's going to make that move first?
72 jumped to the outside.
73 jumps to the outside. Trying to break that momentum. It's going to be difficult with only 3 cars and 7 or 8 cars. Got a little bit weird there.
It's like once the bumpers make contact in a certain spot, it turns into almost like a glue, and any sudden movement will just turn that car in front of you.
Yeah, these cars are really weird like that. It's almost like they got sticky tape on the bumpers of these cars, and
there's fine art to do.
Yeah, and if you throw a bump in the wrong spot, it just
no caution to keep going. But
73 makes a move to the inside. That was ballsy. It was still legal as his tires were above the yellow line, but oh man, just barely. He'll move up to 4th. A little bit of wiggling up here. Here comes the 17 on the outside line. As everyone kind of checked up a little bit. 3 laps to go. Is anybody in the top 4 going to try to make a move here? There goes the 32. The 32. That is Michael Hurley with the 49 of Cody Sanderson. But still, nobody wants to make a move here. We're coming to the line for 2 to go.
72 jumps out again.
Here comes the 73, continuously trying to make that outside line work. It does work, but nobody's willing to go. 2 laps to go. Oh, they're wrecking! Oh no! Caution is out.
And there's the big one.
That's probably the biggest one that we're going to have with a dozen cars on the field. Oof.
You know who really wanted this caution?
Oh, a little bit extracurricular activity there. Don't know what's going on there.
This really benefits Matthew Bird. He's up to 6th.
It's going to benefit everyone who was in that backpack who just had their momentum killed.
Now, did you hit or... Oh, somebody just blew up.
At this point, I think if you're in the top, let's say top 5, top 6, there's no reason for you to pit. I just don't see a reason to. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened there. .32 just tried to side draft, got into the 29, and just took out 5 or 6 cars there. Luckily, it doesn't look like a whole lot of damage to any one car, but I don't know if there's any wheel damage or anything like that. So pit road is open this time. Do you pit? That is the question that these drivers are going to be asking themselves here. Is it worth it to pit?
I think Ricky said top 5, probably not.
I think unless you have damage, Jonathan Clark will pit. I think unless you got damage from that incident, it's not really worth it to pit here. Will Davis will pit, Cody Sanderson, Rodney Roberts. So yeah, the top 7 did not pit. 56 will take the lucky dog. Now, this is one attempt at the green-white checker, I believe. Can somebody
I believe it's...
tell me if I'm wrong? I do believe it's one single attempt at the green-white checker here.
Here it's 2 attempts.
2 attempts, thank you. 10-4, this is the first of 2 attempts then at the green-white checker. Some cars are just getting whipped around here. Now we come to the choose rule. How about the 9 of Matthew Bird, currently 4th? After just kind of sitting in the back of the pack all day. Now is an opportunity to really push for a win here. Once again, a little bit of a race recap here. Coming to a green-white checker, Jonathan Wiley currently leading, 7 cautions for 20 laps, 21 lead changes. As far as how the weather is looking right now, track temp has come down a little bit, down to 100 degrees. Wind has come down a little bit, shifting to the north instead of the north-northeast. And it is cloudy, not sunny.
That will push their cars down towards bottom in 3 and up in turn 1.
Well, time to find out, huh?
That it is.
So now pace car lights are off. This is 1 to go. What's the plan here?
Well, if you're Matthew Bird or the 52, you get on that 21 or that 4 and you shove. You shove until the back stretch. You let your car cool down, and when you cross the start-finish line, you get back on their bumper and you shove. And if you get the chance to drop them, you drop them and try to pass them. If you're the 73 and the 17, you just kind of hang back and wait. Hopefully, one of the front 4 to make a wreck and either dive to the bottom or dive to the top and avoid the wreck. And if you're everybody in the back, just hope.
Now, worth noting that the 21, the 4, the 52 have never won in any PRA series. How desperate are they going to get here? Only time will tell.
You got your first one on the line, you're pretty desperate. Especially
absolutely.
Here. Big gap between the 52 and 17, that might hurt the momentum. Outside line is very, very compacted up.
Pace car is off. We are ready to go. Green flag is out. We are going green, white checker racing.
Tight formation around the outside. Not really tight around the bottom. Big gap between the 52 and 17. 17 must have been
There's going to be a hell of a pushing match here for the outside line. 52 kind of drops back, tries to get help from the 17.
9 is right on that 21. Just pushing down the back stretch. There's one person you want on the back of the bumper. It's that 9 car. That's what he's doing. 2 is right up underneath that 4 as well. Now this is where you want to watch out for the for your water temperature. You don't want it to blow up yet. You want that to blow up just as you go past the finish line, because then you can't get the temp. If you look into the outside of the 4.
Through the triover they come. They're going to see the white flag this time. This race is official.
Remember, just like Daytona, or not like Daytona, our start-finish line is down here towards turn 1.
Oh, we got contact! Big wreck off of turn number 2.
Matthew keeps it straight, but that's broken up all the momentum. The race is between the first and second place.
It's now between the 4 and the 52. I'm not sure if the 78 can quite get there before the line.
He's outside, but he doesn't have the help. This is where the bubble takes in effect.
Off of turn 4, 52 has a run. Tries to go high.
78's got to run. 49's got to run.
On the outside. Here comes the 49 to the outside. 3 wide for the win.
I think the 4 got it. And they wreck up this to start-finish line.
The 4 got it. I'm not sure by how much.
A tie. 0.008.
Wow.
That's down to the 10,000. That is amazing.
Wow.
Wow, that was insane.
Well, I think that was worth the price of admission right there. What a finish.
Here we go. That's Talladega. That's why people pay money to go to this track. That's Talladega. Teammates too.
See if I can get the top 3 in here for an interview. So the 4 to 49. And the 4 will burn it down.
That was an amazing finish. Amazing race.
Oh man, that is quite something. We'll pull the 3rd place finisher in here. Rodney Roberts manages to pull it in 3rd. How about that?
Got lucky. Yeah, that's all there is to it. It's Talladega.
It do be Talladega.
Good race. I enjoyed it. Other than being involved in a couple incidents, luckily the repairs weren't too bad, so I was able to stay in it.
Yeah, at one point you were all 4 wheels off the ground there with that wreck. I believe it was the 22 that kind of came down. Talk us through that wreck there on the backstretch club.
Honestly, I haven't had a chance to look back at them much. The couple of them, it just kind of, it's a matter of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. The last one, I think somebody come down and clipped the back end, but it's part of pack racing. So you live by it, you die by it sometimes.
And sometimes you end up on the podium regardless.
Yeah, I think that's might be my first one in this series, so progress.
Indeed, progress.
First podium, so there you go. Congratulations on the podium and the great run today.
Yeah, I did my best to push Cody to the win. I guess the finish was 0-0-0. Was that what it ended up?
Yeah, it was a tie.
Oh wow! Yeah,
It was it was an exact tie. That's wild.
Yeah, well, it was a good race. I'm sure y'all had fun broadcasting that one at the end.
It was a quite a wild one from start to finish, so it was fun.
All right, well, appreciate y'all broadcasting, and appreciate PRA putting this on.
Thank you. That was Rodney Roberts finishing 3rd. And now we will bring in, I guess, one of the co-winners. I guess we can call him that.
Yeah, I guess co-winner.
Cody Sanderson manages to somehow, I guess, it is a tie for 3rd. Just walk us through how that race went.
Tie for 3rd or for 1st?
Tied for first. My apologies.
I think, I don't know, man. I had an absolute blast with these guys. This is some of the best racing that I've got to luckily be a part of on here. And being at the end, I thought I was out of it, and I seen those guys wrecking and thought, man, I'll just hold it up the middle and see if I get lucky. And everybody shot both different directions, and I was gonna give them a little bit of a door coming across the line, but we're teammates, and I just thought it was cool I was okay with getting second to him. So 0.0, that's the closest finish me and him's ever had together.
That is also, as you could probably guess, the closest finish in PRA history. So congratulations on that.
I appreciate it, man. This is awesome. I'm looking forward to more of these races.
Hey, put on the show tonight. Talk us through that last little bit there, where you that was your plan there until the big wreck happened, or
well, really, no. There just wasn't a lot of places to go, and I was following the bottom, and I knew Wiley was leading the bottom, and so I thought, well, I'm just kind of shut in here. I'll go to the bottom and try to give the bottom a little bit more of a run. And I told Wiley, I said, those guys are going to break out to pass you, and when they do, I'll be right there. And then I just kind of got shuffled back. It got really weird there at the end and hard to pass. And finally, everybody started wrecking, and I knew I was going to get a big run coming out of there. And I'm real glad. I can't remember the number of the blue card, but he could have did me dirty and really blocked me there, and he didn't. So shout out to him.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that was a fun race to watch from up here in the booth. I'm sure it was just as fun all throughout the race today.
Oh yeah, I had a blast. It was awesome. Good racing, guys. Guys definitely seem to know what they're doing on here, so it makes racing a lot more fun when guys hold lines good and everybody gives each other a little bit of respect.
I 100% agree. That's kind of what we strive for here at PRA.
Yeah, I love it, man. I'm hoping I get to stick around. I just keep quiet and try not to cause any drama and lay low and try to be fast.
We got the fast part down and the lay low and the driving down too. You know what? Congratulations on the second place. And you can give your shout outs if you got anybody you want to say thank you to.
My wife for watching the kiddos, and I actually did not even plan on racing tonight, and Wiley begged me all day, talked me into it, and I'm glad he did. And I appreciate you guys for putting this whole thing on. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was Cody Sanderson, and last but most certainly not least, we will pull in Jonathan Wiley.
What's up?
How in the world did you win that race?
Man, I have no idea. I don't know. I believe it was a 52 car. He was pushing me very, very well. And I hated to see that caution come out, but whenever I seen the outside getting a good run on the restart there, he stuck with me and put the bumper to it, and he just pushed me. And I could not believe that Cody and me are teammates, and we just joined this today. So I couldn't believe that he got that run because he just got in that wreck and went to the back. So I couldn't believe he got that run, and I was cheering him on. Me and him, we both race in VR, and I was looking over at him at the finish line. I thought he got me, and I was cheering for him, and hell, it refreshed, and it said that I got first, and he got second, and it was a 0-0-0 difference. So it was wild.
Yeah, I mean, I think that goes without saying that is the closest finish that we've ever had here, and it was quite a race to watch from up here. Overall, I mean, not much I can really say. That was just a fun race to watch.
It was nuts. I couldn't believe it. Especially for our first night in here, you know, I'm really impressed with this league. I've ran a lot of leagues, and you know, being completely honest, a lot of them suck. And this one right here, it seems like they got it going pretty well, and I'm excited to stick around here and maybe make this place my new home for me and Cody because we had a lot of fun tonight.
Well, I sure hope so. We'd love to continue to have you guys. It was fun watching you guys just try to work all the way through the traffic, and just being able to just be there at the end, really.
Yeah, that's what usually whenever we go to super speedways, usually we talk about like, okay, let's just get to the front and then we'll control it from the front. And then tonight we was both like, well, let's take a different approach and see if we can, you know, survive the whole thing and then make it at the end and see how it goes. And it paid off.
I mean, that's all you can really hope for there.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, any shout outs you want to make before we wrap things up here?
I'd like to shout out Cody for sure. First off, that's my teammate, and he and I we anything that one of us races, the other one will race too. So we stick around with each other quite a bit, and he pushed me whenever he could, and I was pushing him when we could, and early on, and then we kind of got separated a little bit. I also want to shout out the 52 car. He was pushing me very well, and it's. I think even if Cody didn't make it back up there into the mix, I still think I could have got it just from the 52 pushing the way he was. So I do like that there's race control. Live race control is definitely a big plus, and everyone seemed to run pretty clean. Nobody was whining and crying at each other the whole race, so it was a lot of fun. I had a good time. I'm excited to come back next week and see what we can do.
I mean, hey, you know what? We're excited to have you as well. So hopefully you just kind of stick around and be willing to take whatever crap we decide to give you. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, well, shoot, that's fine. I can dish it as well as I can take it, so I'm all for it. I like it.
Well, hey, you know what? That's the third race of the season. Next week we go to Kansas. What are your thoughts on that?
I like Kansas. That's one of my more favorite tracks to race at. I'm not necessarily fantastic at it, but I think, if everyone drives like they did tonight, I think it'll be a fun race. I think we'll be up in the mix, and hopefully we can go 2 for 2.
Yeah, one can only hope, right?
Yeah, I'll damn sure try.
Winning is a great confidence booster.
It always is. That is... Pick the wrong guy for the... Whatever. Professional amateur up here. Don't mind me.
No, you're good.
Well, I just displayed the wrong guy on the live stream. Whoopsie. But anyway, that is Jonathan Wiley. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Well, I mean, hell of a race, huh?
That was Talladega. There's nothing you can say else other than Talladega. Close racing, big wrecks, close finish, amazing show.
I mean, what else can you really ask for in a Talladega race? Got pretty much everything. A couple big ones, really solid, at least longish green flag runs, and then just an absolutely wild finish at the end.
That's why Talladega has that reputation. It's just one of the most exciting tracks on the schedule. It's stressful to race, and my luck is the worst at this track, but I do enjoy running Talladega for the most part until you get involved in that. Like, everybody ran good. A couple of bent fenders, bent feelings, but it is what it is. It's everything that racing should be. If you're not angry at the end of it, you didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, we had plenty of people up at the front, which aren't usually up at the front. Plenty of people trying to fight for a win that was almost there, and I mean, there's not really much more you can really ask for in a quite an exciting race.
It's definitely a standing shaker, and it'll bring people who aren't always up at the front up to the front, and it'll hurt the people who are usually at the front and put them at the back, as we saw with Matthew Bird there at the last caution there. He got caught up, and he got caught up in the first one, and he got caught up in the last one, and it really ruined his day.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You can't really predict some of that stuff, but hey, that's just racing. Well, one final show of the finishing order, that is qualifying. Let's go to the race. That's also not correct. Because why am I showing... There we go. Like I said, professional amateur up here. Jonathan Wiley takes the win. Cody Sanderson by 0.000, as you can see. Rodney Roberts third. Jonathan Clark fourth. Chris Melton fifth. Mirabella Viscali sixth. Matthew Bird seventh. Dylan Davis eighth. Chucky Walden ninth. Shannon Milliken 10th. Erica Orcaho 11th. Sorry. Jeez, I am terrible at this.
That's a long night. Don't worry.
Peter Dillon, 12th. Michael Hurley, 13th. There we go. Caleb Weimer, 14th. Joey Kuba, 15th. Riley Frost, 16th. Garrett Hubbard, 17th. J.D. Biddle, 18th. Dylan Lawrence, 19th. Robert Hensley, 20th. Damon Pacheco, 21st. Cody Johnson, of course, our league admin. Just want to see if this works, if it's updated. Take a look at the standings. It is not updated. Shoot. I was hoping for it. I was hoping it updated. Shoot. Well, dang. I was hoping to get a shot of the standings there, but I think it kind of goes without saying. Matthew Bird opens up his championship lead.
Everything else probably would have closed up on him, but yeah, Matthew Bird should probably still be leading, whether it be a 7 point still or something relatively close. But it more than likely tightened up, so it's shaping up to be a great season. You guys head to next Thursday.
Yeah, it's been an interesting 3 races. Got Daytona, which was marred by a last lap crash and a first time winner, and then Five Flags, which was just pure domination, and here at Talladega, first time winners, big crash. I mean, what else can you really ask for?
Beats me, just like that final shot there. This is Talladega.
Absolutely, it is. Well, for PRA Productions, I am Aaron Fontaine. Along for PRA Productions and Kyle Nadu, I am Aaron Fontaine. This has been the LDSC Rocket. This has been the Rocket Graphics and Media LDSC series. Next week, Kansas. Should be a good one. I don't know how to. I'm awful. I'm bad.
All right. So for everybody on the team, for PRA, thank you so much for watching.